Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Привет!
Hi everyone from Russia. We just wanted to come and say hi to all of you even though we can't be with you tonight on Missions Night. Since we're your home missionaries, we wanted to give you a little update about what's going on over here in Russia. We hear really great things about what's happening with all of you at home, that all the small groups are going really well, things are growing, you guys are growing. Women's retreat, men's retreat are coming up soon, and that's awesome. We're so pumped for you, and we wanted to be with you on Missions Night because that is a really big deal, and wanted to encourage you about what's happening out here with us.
Yeah, we've had just so much amazing things that the Lord has done already, things that we're really excited about. Even when I first arrived here in Russia, just a few days after arriving, I got an opportunity to help with a church camp in southern Russia in the wilderness. And the very first night, like right in my tent as I was going to sleep, this guy named Roman climbed in, and he was looking for his tent, and he ended up finding mine. And he knew that I was a Christian. He was asking me questions about Jesus, like as I was trying to fall asleep. And like right away, just very hungry. And Roman is somebody that I consider to be a true friend, somebody that I value him as a person, I value his time, and I have learned a lot from him just about what it means to minister to people because of his friendship. And he's helped me out a lot. There's things that we need as missionaries that you just, you have to rely on people a lot here in Russia for, such as getting around. You need a translator when you go to the bank to exchange money. Simple things like that. And so we're able to form relationships which are always mutual. And because of that, they've been really rich. And the Russian students that we've met have all been very kind and very desperate in a sense for relationship, for real Christian witnesses. And the things that we talk about, it's very, very easy to talk about the Lord, but when we do talk about the Lord, it's new, it's fresh. Like everything that we're saying, they haven't really heard before. So it makes it really exciting to be here, really exciting. It's challenging, it's absolutely challenging, but it's also something that just we've never been part of before, and it's incredible to get to experience that. And so there's students, for example, tonight we just had our first, or not our first, but we had another small group meeting. Nate and I met with some guys here, and we find that we are ministering to not just Russians, but also students from especially the Middle East. A lot of Muslim students that live here who we are hoping and praying that God has an impact in their lives and they take that back home. For example, we met a guy named Omar from Syria, and he is extremely soft-hearted and just totally ready to enter the kingdom. And I can't wait to share more stories about him when he does, because he is just that close. And so, but he's from Syria, and so if you can imagine what would happen if he were to be transformed by encountering Christ here.
It's an amazing time right now for the Russian church. They are at a kind of a cusp of a new chapter in their own growth as a ministry and as a movement, because they are starting to get an understanding about missions and how they can become missionaries and ascending organization. And so it's a really a cool time for one, as they have no real history or understanding about campus ministry, for us to be coming in and showing them what it looks like to do missions in their own country to their universities, but also to help really kind of give them a picture of being missionaries. So many of the cultures that call Russia home, and we are so close to so many different cultural identities here just in Russia. So it's a really cool thing as we're working with the Russian people and helping to raise them up. As Brent said, it's so easy to build friendships here, but it's just a very untapped soil where so many people have no history and no context of what it means to follow Christ. And so we are many times the only example that maybe they have of what it looks like to be a follower of Christ. And so we want to invite you guys to be part of that story here in Krasnodar this summer. We want to invite you guys to consider coming and first part of June to come and really work with us here on the University of Kuban here in Krasnodar, Russia. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be asking you guys to really work with us. Go on the university campus, meet people, build friendships, reach out where it's so easy to meet people here in Russia and just love them for the time that you're here. Also going to be having you really active in just kind of what we do week in and week out with small groups and meeting up with our students and just getting you to kind of help us love on these students with the love of Christ. We'll also be doing some prayer walking as there's many locations here in town for the university system. We might be doing some more work in the future on different locations just in town, and so we'll be having you guys prayer walk with us and really just kind of help us as we are transitioning this team out of the country and preparing the way for the next team to come in. You guys are going to be a huge help and a huge encouragement to the students as we transition that. What we are looking for is a team of around 6 to 8, and particularly people who are interested in possibly giving a year or doing a study abroad here in Russia in the future. Maybe you don't have any direction, but you're considering or interested in maybe what would that look like if I gave a year to missions after I graduate. This is a great trip for you guys because this is going to give you just a quick insight into what life will look like if you were to come here long term. You're going to have a huge impact while you're here, and it's also going to give you a great picture of what giving a year looks like in the future. So there's just a little bit from us.
Yeah, so please consider coming, short term, long term, whatever. We really need you, and you would be able to be a part of something really exciting. We're on the ground here, it's new, and it can really just change the nature of ministry in Russia. So please consider coming. And in the meantime, we will be really excited to see you at World Mission Summit. So I hope you all come and have a great missions night.
Night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.